Okay, so these are just my reflection, just for myself, because I'm trying to reflect on, like, what's the point of me trying to grow a YouTube channel? Like, what's the point? How can I, who is this channel for? Because I'm speaking about, like, I just want to share my life experience, my life journey, but this is like, who cares about me? Really, who cares? So maybe people care more about the topics I'm talking about, and I'm passionate about travel, I'm passionate about horses, and now I'm trying to become an artist, so I'm passionate about beauty and art and how to navigate this situation, because there could be like just different audience for any of these my passions. What has these topics in common? And it just me that I'm trying to do that. I'm passionate about that. So, but I don't want to grow a channel about me, and actually, who cares about me? So I really like try to capture the essence of what I'm here to, what I'm bringing to table. And I believe that it's probably the internal journey. Like it is the self-discovery, like the journey to understand, like, how does this life work? Why do we need suffer so much, or do we really need to do that? Is it possible to live only in the like high vibes and be happy? And I don't know. And yeah, how to do that? Is that even possible? So, and who the heck I am? Because I got so used to play some roles for other people who wanted me to have this way or that way, or I believe they want me to have that way. Who who am I if I'm not playing that role? I don't know. I don't know myself. I don't know who this person really is, really within, without all those identities I got throughout the years. So this is my internal self-discovery, and I'm doing that through things I'm passionate about. Because if you are passionate about something, and if you dive deep enough into anything, you realize that you will get in touch with your what is deep within you. You need to get to your depth when you reach a depth in something else, so, and it's very like obvious by traveling, because life also is a journey, and there's so many things that are just similar if you are traveling in a physical world, like removing, like just moving from one point to another point, and just meeting new people, new situations, new places, and it moves something within you, and you can just get to different parts of you on your life journey. That's so fascinating on traveling. But with the art, with creating something, you can get into touch with the creative part of yourself, and we all are creators. I strongly believe that we can create our reality in some sense. And yeah, and with the horses, it's just this connection to our soul, because horses has their spirit, and it's so, like, I don't know, somehow they are able to unlock the access to your own spirit. So these are my three pillars, maybe, to getting in touch with myself, with my soul. And but there could be other ways for you. It could be gardening, hiking, and because these are things that I tried a little bit, and I can imagine if I would go deeper, I really could do that also through these like activities. But there could be others, even cooking maybe, or just taking care of children or anyone else. Relationship, yeah, I forgot my relationship. That was a self-discovery journey as well for me. So yeah, and this is what I would like to talk about the experiences, about the self-discovery, about the life journey. What's the point of this life journey? Where are we heading to? And who we really are, how to connect with this inner self. Yeah, how to understand it, but not in the head, how to connect with that through the heart, how to navigate it, how to learn to follow our inner guidance, because that's connection with our soul, how to follow joy, because in joy we are maybe closest to our soul. Yeah, it's almost the highest vibration. The higher is only like the love is the higher vibration, but many times we just don't have access to unconditional love. We are so used to love conditionally. Yeah, and it's so much harder to imagine, like to feel love to someone you don't know, or you know and you got hurt for so many times already, so now it feel like but you still are able to feel joy in small things, or in the things that just brings you joy. So yeah, and I tried, you're like, okay, now I can, like, I will try to follow joy and just share my experience. And I realized, like, gosh, it's so freaking hard to do that. Although it looks like, oh, it's so simple, it could be so fun, it must be joyful, but the conditioning, the autopilot we have installed in our brains is sometimes it just takes over. And yeah, so this is what maybe I could turn back to this, like really recommit to following joy and just observe when I really feel joy, and what are the situations that just taking me away from that. See the patterns and just reprogram the autopilot. Yeah, maybe this could be because my name of my business, like business, I don't do anything businessy right now, but the name of my like kind of company is Ars Vivendi, which means it's from Latin and it means the art of living. And that's what I'm trying to learn and to like capture and to understand or feel, or just learn how to live, like how create my life like artists create their masterpieces, and I believe it is possible. I just, yeah. And in many ways, I already, I wouldn't say I learned to do that, but at least I experienced that for a few moments, so I know that it is possible. I just was not consistent because I was not focused enough. I let my autopilot to just get me back into the old habits and old patterns. So maybe my quest could be this, like just intentionally train myself to stay in this joyful state, in present moment. And of course, I will feel, I know that this is how it is. I will also feel kind of negative emotions, but it's for the wholeness of the experience, it's also needed. Like sometimes I will feel sad or angry or anything, and it's important to even to appreciate more the joy when I will feel it again, and maybe stay in just the observer mode, like, oh, now my human feels sad and it hurts, but there is still that deep inner peace. I know that there is still this place where I can feel in my heart, I can feel deep inner peace or even love, but maybe the deep inner peace is more accessible for me, at least. So yeah, okay, I'm not even sure I'm going to post this, but I just needed to capture this because otherwise I would forget. And as I'm journaling a lot, but it takes much longer to capture all my thoughts. So sometimes I'm not able to get to the point fast enough to still remember what I was talking. So this is just my rambling around, and these are my thoughts about this. So if you are with me in this point of the video, please put a heart in the comments or just share your experiences or anything. But I would really appreciate if you will let me know that you just are still here until the end of this video, because yeah, I believe I'm complete for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I would love to connect with you more. So yeah, I love you. See you by the next video. Bye.